I just recorded about half of this video and then I realized that my mic isn't working and I think I fixed it. So let's try this again. Hey, what's up you guys? It's me, Rachel, and I'm back with another video. It's been a while. I'm gonna make this a little life update / Q&A video just because I kind of went quiet for the past 2 years. I'm now a junior in college, so I wanted to take my first 2 years and enjoy college because you only go there once, and I was living with my friends and I was in a new environment and I wanted to enjoy it. Not that I don't enjoy posting and being present on social media and having this community that I have, but I wanted to give college my full experience and my full time so I can gain the experience that I want from it, if that makes sense. But I did occasionally post on TikTok throughout the 2 years, and I think I last posted on Instagram in March. I don't really post on my Snapchat story. I'm not a very active person on social media posting wise. I still talk to my friends and I'm still on it actively. I just don't post as much because it's not really what I want. I'm at that point in my life where having a social media platform isn't what I really want. I guess lack of a better term is want. I don't need it. I'm not seeking it out. If I have it, which I did and still kind of do, I'm extremely grateful, but I don't want it to turn into a career. I don't want to be an influencer. I don't want to be a TikTok star. I just want to have a normal, I want to live my life as if I never had that, because not that I don't appreciate it, but it's just not for me. I was very, very blessed to gain the community and the following that I did when I was, from 2015, 2017 was probably the quote-unquote peak of my social media presence, I guess. It's where I gained the most followers, and it's where I had the most activity and people going and liking and commenting, and I'm glad that it happened then and not now, because I'm at the point in my life where I'm going into my stuff for a career, and I'm starting to look for graduate schools, and I'm getting into trying to get into my future, and I don't want that social media to be a part of it. I'm always going to cherish the time that I've had, and I will absolutely still probably post for a while. I just don't know how long, because I want to be able to enjoy my life, and I don't want to have the presence that I used to. And looking at my TikTok and my likes to followers ratio, I don't really have to worry about that, but it's just the idea of I want to live a quote-unquote normal life. I want to not have to worry about what I'm posting and stuff and what colleges are going to see. I just want to live my life. I'm extremely grateful for everything that happened with gaining the amount of followers I did. I would not change it for anything. I'm who I am because of my social media presence, and I'm so happy and grateful that people still to this day are liking and following and it's coming with me on my life journey. That still blows my mind, and I'm extremely grateful, even because I went on a 6-7 months hiatus from posting really anywhere or anything, and it's just crazy to see that people are still there, still listening, still watching. That means so much to me, and that's why I wanted to make this video. I wanted to explain myself. I wanted to give you guys an update. I miss the interaction. I like posting on TikTok and I like posting on Instagram and all that, but likes don't really mean anything to me, because when I go on Instagram or TikTok, I usually just like and scroll past. I don't read the caption, I don't watch the video or look at the picture on Instagram. I just like it and move on. But when someone comments, that means that they've taken the time to take in what you've posted, wrote, made for them to watch, and then they want to interact with you in a more personal way, and I really appreciate that, and that's why I love getting comments, and I say, comment questions, comment this, comment that. I want to have the interaction. I want to be able to talk to you guys. I'd much rather have 30 comments and 2 likes than the other way around, just because I'm in it for more the interaction. than the likes, because the likes, like, mean nothing. They're very nice to know that somebody liked the content, because sometimes, yeah, I will like a video that I actually like, but I'm not going to comment on it just because that's not the kind of person I am, and I know that there are some people out there like that, and I'm not yelling at you or saying that you're doing anything wrong, because that's exactly me. But likes, it lets you know that your content's good, but the comments help you talk and see the people that are actually liking it, and it makes you closer with the community, and I really appreciate that. So that's why I like to continue posting now, not only because I have nothing to do during quarantine. I ignore my PJ pants, I know, it's a look. During quarantine there really is nothing to do, and I realize that I have this amazing community, and even though it's not as thriving as it was, I don't know if thriving is the right word, but it's not as thriving as it was, but just the idea that people are still there and still commenting warms my heart, and it makes me so happy, and I'm just so grateful. So I just wanted to make this video as more of a life update, Q&A, and apology kind of thing. I'm sorry that I kind of just left on a hiatus and kind of just said peace out. I needed to figure out who I was, because going into college, it's a lot of big changes for somebody, and I tried to keep the familiarity by doing TikTok and stuff, because I was like, that's one thing that I've always been doing. I've been on it since 2015, so I've been doing it for now about 5 years, coming up almost exactly 5 years, because I downloaded it over the summer. So the fact that I stopped is just because I needed to find me and not focus on what I'm putting out there, but focus on what I'm putting into myself, I guess. That sounded really, really cheesy and philosophical, and I'm really sorry about it, but it's completely true. Social media will always be there, but it's always nice to take a step back and work on yourself. So that's what I tried to do. So, but I'm so glad I still have some people that are there to comment and talk to me, because now I can have questions to answer for you guys, because I can never think about what to say, and I've been recording for about 8 minutes and I've been rambling on, so why don't we get into your questions. One of the questions I got the most was weight loss, workout routine, nutrition, diet, anything along those lines. So I'll answer that one first, because obviously people want to know that. I would like to first just say that, one, I am not an expert. All of the stuff I have learned from internet research, talking to my doctor, talking to my friends that are trainers, my friends that work out. So none of this might be 100% true. So please, if you decide to take any of my advice, please make sure you fact check it. I don't want anyone to get hurt from anything. I've been doing all of this and I've been fine, but everybody and everybody's body is different. So please just be aware, to be cautious, and to be careful, because losing weight is fine and very good for you, but also if you don't do it in a healthy way, can be bad. So just please be careful and make sure you do your research too. Okay, so I think about March of last year, I posted on my Instagram a picture of me in the summer of 2017, I think, of me being quite overweight, and then one of me that day that I posted. And I talked about my weight loss and how I still wasn't happy with myself, but I'm trying, and that's the whole idea. So, the reason I lost weight was, I didn't even, mean to, or, try to lose weight necessarily. It was just more of I was getting stressed with college, senior year going into college, and stressing about all that stuff, that it kind of messed up my appetite. So that was why I initially started losing weight. But then once I started losing it, I wanted to continue, because obviously I wanted to be more in a body that I liked. So I decided to continue. So my weight loss was kind of like a happy accident, I guess. But currently I'm advocately trying to lose weight, if that makes sense. When it comes to workout routine, I don't necessarily have a workout routine. I did when I was up at college. But when it comes to workout, I like working out at a gym. It makes me feel more motivated because I'm going there to work out. When I'm in my room, or I'm in my house, or I'm at my suite, or wherever, I'm less likely to, because in the house I usually watch TV. That I'm not as motivated. Just how if you always do homework on your bed, you'll have more trouble falling asleep than if you only use your bed to sleep. At least that's how it is for me. I like to designate certain places to do certain things. It makes it easier for me. But obviously, with what's happening right now, you can't go to the gym, so you have to make do. And because I grew up, I've been dancing since I was like 3 and a half. I did ballet, jazz, tap dance, hip hop, anything you can think of, I probably did. So I've been learning TikTok dances. I do Just Dance on the Wii, and I've been getting back into gymnastics. So I've been practicing on my handstands and my cartwheels and my bridges and my flips and all that, just to work up muscle, because that's easier for me because I don't have any of the machines that I would use since I'm home. I'm going to tell you what I worked on. I'm not going to tell you how much the weights that I use, just because everyone has to start with where it's comfortable but a little bit pushing it and then continue to work up. I will tell you how many reps I did and all that, but I don't want to give you weights because I don't want you guys to think that that's a starting point for everyone. I was working out for a long time, so I obviously went up on it. With each of these, I did 3 sets of 15, I think. I can't really remember. I didn't write it down, but I'm assuming I did 3 sets of 15. It's always easier to do sets, and what I've learned is it works better with me to do sets. So I do sets, and then I did the bench press and the overhead press for my arms, and I found it a lot easier. I did it 3 different times. One I did it with just my left arm, one I did it with just my right arm, and then I did it with both hands. So I would do like 1 set, 2 set, 3 set, and then I would do it again, just so I can work on each arm individually and then together. So that helped me because my arms are the weakest part of my body, so I worked a lot harder in my arms. I didn't work as hard on my legs just because I have a lot of muscles in my legs from swimming, dance, and gymnastics. My arms are just noodles. So what can we do? And then I also did abs, and then I also would work out. The day that I went to the gym, I did not do sit-ups, but every other night I would do sit-ups, and I would do about, I haven't been doing it recently. I know I should get back into it, but I did up to like 65 sit-ups, and I got that done in like 2 minutes. I wasn't timing it, I was just doing as many as I can until I couldn't do anymore. But it might be better for you to do reps, like what I do at the gym. Find what works for you. This is what I do. I focused more on my arms and my abs just because I want to lose weight in my stomach, even though don't work out where you just want to lose weight because you lose weight all over your body. It's really where you want to build muscle, so I wanted to build muscle on my arm and my abs, and sometimes my legs, but it was mostly just my upper body just because it doesn't have as much muscle. So that was my workout. With diet, it was more of the learning how to portion control and building up my willpower against like giving in to like my temptations of sweets. The first thing I did, what I found really easy, is I cut out sugary drinks. If you're somebody who drinks sugary drinks a lot, that's probably the easiest thing to do right away because you can always just drink water, and I would much rather eat a bag of chips than drink a lemonade. But that's just me. If you prefer to drink sugary drinks, start out with cutting out chips if chips aren't as big of a deal for you. But I lost my train of thought. What was I just talking about? Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. So to cut out sugary drinks was the easiest thing for me because I only drank like lemonades or like iced teas occasionally, so it wasn't the biggest change, but it helped me being able to say, like, when I went out to dinner with my friends and they all ordered their drinks and I said water, it was helping me build up I don't have to have this, I can say no, I can turn it down. Because again, I would much rather at the end of the night have a piece of cake than to drink a lemonade. But again, that is just me. Find something that either doing the drinks is a really easy thing for me. It's a lot of liquid calories that you don't think about because it's liquid and it's not like you're chewing it. The other thing is, it might just be easier because you can replace it with water and you can still have that sugary stuff in food. But if that isn't what you want to do, then just find something that's in your diet that you don't eat a lot, that's not necessarily the best for you, and then just cut that out and work from there. So after I did that for about 1 to 2 weeks just to build up my ability to be like, I don't need it. Yeah, I might want it, but it's not necessary. It's just a lemonade. And then I started to portion control and work on that a lot. It was harder to do up at college because a lot of the stuff is fried, and then dinner is the buffet, and you kind of just didn't think as much. I tried to, and I did okay. I didn't do as well as I wanted to, but since I've been home, I've been able to be more on top of it because I'm able to look at the labels and figure out portion sizes a lot easier. So that's really good. I downloaded an app called MyFitnessPal. This is what it looks like. It's really, really helpful. You can download it for free. You can get the Pro. I don't use the Pro. It honestly works great for the freebie. You go in and you can put in for your breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, and then you can also account for your exercise and your water intake for the day. And you put in, when you first sign up, you put in your weight, and it will figure out your BMI from your weight, your height, your age, and your gender. And it will tell you your BMI, and then it will tell you how many calories you should be having per day, how much protein you should be having, how much sugar, things you should be putting into your body throughout the day. And then it will help list it. And then once you put it in, at the end of the day, you can see the pie chart, so you can see where your protein was at the most, or what time of the day you eat the most fat. And it will break it all down so you can figure out what you want, and then it helps you with also portion control too, because it'll make you more conscious of what you're putting in your body. I find it really, really helpful. It doesn't really help if you lie to yourself. If you eat like 3 cookies and you don't like write it down, then it's not as helpful. But I find it really good, and it's just a good way to keep you mindful of little things, or just to make you happier with, like, if you need to make sure that you're taking a certain amount of protein. That's really, really good. I really like it. I recommend it if you want it. Don't overly obsess over your weight. It's not healthy. Don't keep weighing yourself all the time. If you weigh yourself the same time every single day for a week, it's going to fluctuate because of your bowel movements and your peeing. Let's say you get your period, you bloat no matter what because of your water retention. When you have Chinese food or you have something with a lot of sodium, it takes in a lot of water, and then it takes 2 to 3 days to get rid of that. So if you do feel the need to weigh yourself, do it every 2 to 3 weeks, just to give your body the time to work through what it needs to. If you keep looking at a number, you're never going to be happy with how you look, and you're going to just be focusing on to get a certain number. What I plan on doing is I'm going to lose weight up until I like the way I look. I'm going to check my weight, and I'm going to try to keep it there. But again, everybody's different. I just don't want to be so focused on a number. It's so much harder to keep up the motivation, because once you see the number go up, it's going to really bring you down, because the number might be going up just because you haven't done your bowel movement, or you ate something with a little more sodium that day, or you might be becoming bloated because of your period if you're somebody who gets their period. So it's harder to, I don't know, it's just, I find it going to be harder if I focus too much on the number, and being home, I've been focusing too much on the number, and it's been making it harder for me to feel like I can do this. So just also make sure you just surround yourself with positive people. Like when I'm posting on TikTok and I'm getting a bunch of people commenting saying how good I look, or asking how I did it and all that, it means so much to me, more than you guys ever know, because I might be posting in a crop top and looking like I feel confident, but I still look over every video I ever post and nitpick things that I don't like. But when you guys post and comment and say something really sweet under it, it just lets me know that other people see the same exact thing I'm seeing, and they aren't commenting that, they're commenting how good I look. So make sure you surround yourself with positive people and with positive messages too. And if you guys decide that you want to start losing weight, tag me or DM me, and I will absolutely support you every step of the way, because you need that positive voice to get you out of that mental rut that you might get in sometimes. I know that was a very wordy answer, but I feel it's very important to talk about it, to make sure everyone's aware that everybody's bodies is different, and to just keep in mind to have a positive attitude, not be too hard on yourself. Don't get overly focused on the weight loss. Just work on eating healthy, and a lot of it will come with it. It mostly is your eating habits. You can work out and you can eat very poorly, and you'll look fine, but you won't feel good. Your insides won't be good. You could have high cholesterol. It's not the best. You can do it, but it's also very hard to maintain, because the amount of working out you have to do to counteract all of the junk that you're putting in your body is a lot harder. If you eat healthy and you don't work out as much, it's going to be hard to have your little desserts because you might see a big fluctuation, but you'll find your medium. It takes a while. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take months for you to figure out what works for your body, what workouts work, what diet works. Every diet works differently for different people. Some people need more protein in their diet. Some people need less carbs. That's why there's so many diets. It's very hard to pinpoint which one's right for you. So just try it a couple. Don't get discouraged if you plateau, which means you stop losing weight. Don't get discouraged if you start to gain weight. Just step back and try to figure out and start another diet. You're going to be able to find something that works for you, I promise. Okay? Okay, so the next thing is what's going on with you right now. Not much. Quarantining and self-isolating. Well, not self-isolating because I'm with my family, but just like everybody else. I came home about in March because my college kicked everybody out, so I've been home for the past 3 months. Finished up college, just trying to pass the time. I plan on going back up to college relatively soon because I have a job lined up, hopefully up there, and I have my own house up there, so I want to be up there just because I enjoy being being up there. Being at home, it's very claustrophobic because I have my entire family, and I just like having the freedom of being up there, and since I have my own house, it's going to be a lot of fun. So, yeah. Someone asked why I took a 2-year break. I kind of said why in the very beginning of this video, but it was just because I was trying to work on myself and put more of my effort into my daily life instead of my online presence, and it's worked a lot for me. I've been able to figure out who I am as a person and being able to focus more on myself and less on what people see and more of what I want from myself. So, yeah, that's why I took the 2-year hiatus. The next question that I got a lot was what happened between me and Kenai. We broke up a little over a year ago. There's not much to say on it. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. No hard feelings towards him. He's a great guy. Just, stuff didn't work out, But it's okay. We're all good. We're on talking terms. We're cool. Yeah, that's about it. That's all I gotta say on it. It's nothing crazy. No crazy tea. No anything like that. It's the reason both of us didn't go public on it was just because it didn't really feel necessary. I don't know. But yeah, that's what happened. That's the tea. The next question is, what's your dream job? Well, right now I'm going to college to be a psychologist, but I've been fluctuating a lot with what kind of psychology I want to do, because I really want to do child psychology. I find it very helpful when people at a young age, like children, are able to understand their anxieties and their thoughts and their feelings and are able to verbalize it and then have coping mechanisms to deal with it, so then when they grow up, they're better able to understand their own emotions as well as other people's emotions. I feel like nowadays also with mental health and talking and going to therapy and all that being less taboo and being able to talk about it openly. I don't mean to call you guys out, that's just the truth. Guys tend to be more closed off and not willing to talk about their feelings and stuff more than girls, and if they're able to at least cope with it so they don't have to talk to somebody but they learned coping skills when they were at a younger age, it'll help them deal with stresses in their life, because if they can learn to deal with little stresses when they're younger, by the time they get to big stresses, they'll be able to cope with it enough to deal with it on a basic level. And then I always recommend people, this is going a bit on a tangent, but I always recommend talking to somebody. Therapy is not just for somebody who has a diagnosed mental illness. Therapy can be for anybody. It's just talking. I feel so much better just talking about stuff. Just being able to talk out loud and vocalize my thoughts helps me deal with my anxieties and what's going on in my head, because it puts it not in an abstract place like my head, and more in a verbal form, which can be more logicked out, which I find very helpful. So if you ever need someone to talk to a therapist. You don't have to see them regularly. It helps to just have an unbiased person to just talk to and listen to you. It's honestly so rewarding to have that understanding of yourself. So, alright, bit of a tangent, but yeah, I want to be a child psychologist. But I also really like forensics. I took that in high school, and I fell in love with it. I'm a huge crime show geek. Criminal Minds to this day is still my favorite show. I have yet to finish season 15. I know it's been out for like 3 months and I haven't watched the last four episodes because I don't want to say goodbye to it, but that's my own issue because I've been watching it since I was 12 and I really should finish it, but I can't. But it's fine. That's a different story for a different time. It's fine. I'm fine. We'll finish it. It's fine. But I really want to be a forensic psychologist too. I find that so fascinating because I love behavior and figuring out why people do what they do. That's also why I want to be a psychologist, because everybody's actions are for a reason. Whether they know it or not, subconsciously or consciously, your actions are dictated through your personality and through your thoughts and feelings, and I find it so fascinating. But I don't really know, because to do that, I'd have to join the FBI. And that moves into my second question, is if I want to have a family and kids, and I absolutely do. I want to settle down, I want to have a husband, and I want to have kids so much. Not right now, but I want to have that family. And being in such a dangerous job is not something I want to bring home, because I know that obviously the show doesn't dictate real life, but I can only imagine what you have to go through at work that will make you very tired and anxious and on edge and probably away for long periods of time, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to have that negativity in my life. I want to be able to come home and spread positivity, and if I bring home that kind of workload to my family, it will be very hard. That's why I'm leaning more towards child psychologist. But that's probably, it's not my dream job. I don't know what my dream job is, but that's the job that I want. I'm at the point in my life where my dream job should be the job that I want. I kind of also want to be a lawyer, but, I don't want to go through all that work. And my mom's a lawyer, and I don't want her to think that I'm following in her footsteps, because we don't need to build her ego up any more than it already is. The next question is, what's your favorite song? I don't really have a favorite song. My music taste varies a lot and is very, very diverse. But right now, whenever I do listen to music, I've been obsessed with the album Ascend by Illenium. This is what the album looks like. It's honestly so good. I don't even like it. I just love it. It just gives me good vibes. I don't know. I recommend you guys listening to it. It's honestly really, really great. But I don't really have a favorite song. So, yeah. I don't know why I do that at the end of every single thing, but... Okay, so the next question is one thing you want to forget. Off the top of my head, I can't think of anything, but at the same time, I'm the kind of person that doesn't believe you should really... there are things that I wish that I've heard that I could forget, because my anxiety likes to play on stuff that I've heard in memories and tweak them to make me more anxious. But in general, I don't think I'd ever want to forget anything, because anything I've experienced, heard, or been a part of has made me who I am and has taught me lessons and given me experience that I don't think I would ever want to necessarily forget anything. If I could forget something but still have the lesson, if I could forget something and still have the lesson and the experience, that's a different story. But knowing that that's not how memory works, probably, and just because I can't think of anything I want to say, because I just genuinely can't, I really don't want to forget anything, because everything that has happened in my life has happened for a reason and has taught me something. And I recommend you guys thinking that way too, if you want. It's a very positive way to think, because if you think oh, I wish I could forget this, you're thinking about the negative of the situation, when sometimes, yeah, the negative is very hard. But if you think about I'm going to learn a lesson from this, and I'm going to learn from my experience, and I'm going to grow as a person, that's so much healthier, because you learn that you're going to become stronger from it. So, do that, guys. Can you tell that I want to be a psychologist by my answers? I'm really, really sorry. College has been crazy. So, the next question is, what's your living situation like? Well, right now, I am at home. I've been home for the past 3 months because my college closed down in March because of everything happening. But I have a house this year for college. Me and my 4 best friends are living in a house off campus, so I plan on going up in a little while to hang out there, so then I'm already up there when college starts, whether it's remote learning or whatever they decide to do. So that's my living situation. I'm living at home right now with my family, and then I plan on going back up and living in the house with my roommates. So I'm really excited for that. Also, you probably have seen some of them in my TikToks. And we also have a TikTok of all of us, and it's called I think it's at the Sweet Sisters or at Sweet Sisters. So if you guys want to see it, you can go there. Sorry, I'm so popular. But if you want to see that, that's the account. And those are all the people that I'm living with in the house next year. So if you want, I can have us start posting again if you really want to see what our friendship is like. Because honestly, we deserve a sitcom show. But yeah, that's my living situation. Okay, the next question is what happened to all your internet friends? Okay, so I've honestly lost touch with most of them. Recently there was a group chat with a bunch of my friends back from 2015, 2016, like Tate, Yaz, Alyssa, all these people, but who I currently talk to, I talk to Dawson occasionally. We don't talk as much as I want to or as much as we used to. A lot of friends, we just, none of us ended on, like, bad terms. It was just, we stopped talking. I got busy, they got busy, time differences, all that stuff. Nothing, like, no tea there. Just life goes on. You lose contact or you don't get as close. The one person that I still talk to that is an internet friend is Spencer, because we hang out every now and then, and we have a streak. But other than that, like, I talk to other people occasionally. I talk to Carter, I talk to Dawson, talk to Tate occasionally. I'm also in a group chat with Rocky and Cody, so I talk to them occasionally too. I talk to certain people, but a lot of it's just, we just lost contact, we just lost touch, and, like, life goes on, everyone's doing their own thing. I'm going to college, they're going to college, they're doing school, they're doing work. Everyone's got their own lives. No tea, no hate towards them. They are amazing people, and they have made my life amazing, and every memory I have with them is so great, but there's no bad feelings or anything like that whatsoever. I love all of them with my whole heart, and I appreciate every memory and every fun time we've ever had together. They helped me through probably one of the roughest times in my life, and I wouldn't be who I am without any of them in my life. So I love them all dearly. It's just that life goes on, you lose touch, and, you know, stuff happens. The next comment I got was not a question, but a comment. A lot of people have been saying that my voice sounds different. I don't know how to reply to that except with my voice, and I don't think it... Okay, it's very popular. I think it's because over the summer I had a job as a camp counselor, being the head camp counselor of 23 3 and 4-year-olds. So there was a lot of yelling, but not like me yelling at them, but yelling for all of them to hear me and for them to pay attention and stuff, and also yelling to keep their energies up and helping up all that. That I lost my voice for a good 2 months. It was so bad. If I can find a video, I will put it in right here.
Catch it. One.
I don't fucking want to.
Catch it with your fingers.
No.
Catch it with your torso.
No.
My voice was really rough. So that might be why my voice has changed. I'm really not sure. I don't know what they mean by it's changed. I don't know if that means it's higher or deeper, raspier or not raspier. I don't really know. But I'm going to take it as a compliment, so thank you. The question is, what's your biggest fear/regret? Just like the question about forgetting, I try not to have many regrets. Obviously, with anxiety and just being human, you always are going to have regrets in life. I am so popular. You're always going to have regrets in life. I can't think of any off the top of my head, which is good. I'm glad I don't have that just, like, sitting in my head, readily available to be brought into my consciousness. But my biggest fear is probably, there's a ton, I guess. I have a phobia of throwing up. That's a fear. Like, and it's not like throwing up, or like I can watch someone throw up. That doesn't bother me. Or like the sound of it doesn't bother me. It's the feeling of throwing up. that scares the living shit out of me, and I don't know why, and it's been that way my entire life. I don't know, like, the vomit itself doesn't scare me, somebody else vomiting doesn't scare me, it's the feeling of when I'm about to throw up or when I'm going to throw up isn't my fear. But I don't think you meant that kind of fears. So it's probably just like being alone, just not feeling like you have anybody. I don't like being lied to, but that's not a fear. The other fear is just like letting people down, letting myself down, being like, I guess a disappointment, just not living up to what I want to do and not living up to other people's expectations. I've been really good at not living up to others, and I mean that as in I've been getting better at not using the targets in my life as other people's like goals for me, but my own goals, because I'm not going to live my life trying to satisfy everyone else. People will accept me for me, and if they don't deserve to be in my life. And that is a very, it's a very big thing I have in my life right now, is if you don't accept the way I am, I'm not going to change for you, because there is going to be someone out there who's going to appreciate me for me. And if I change, then I'm not going to get to meet the person who will love me or like me or deal with me. And I recommend you guys thinking that way too, because it's so liberating to not worry about so many other people's opinions and to worry about doing what they want for you and do what you want for yourself. It's fine that they might have your best interest in mind, but when it comes down to it, you know what's best for you. Take in other people's their opinions and their ideas. That's really good to help you, but in the end, make a decision that you're going to be happy with, because it's really hard to make a wrong decision if you feel so right about it. And you'll know when something is right. When you're in the moment, you know when something's right. And it's hard to explain. I'm probably one of the most indecisive people I've ever met. And like the second I went onto my college campus, I knew instantly that was the college I wanted to go to. And I was having so much trouble. Like, I had 3 months where I like did not know what to do, and I was looking at colleges, and I was doing like charts to figure out what has what and which one will be the best. And as soon as I stepped onto that campus, I was like, that's the one I want to go to. You get this feeling that that it's the right decision. So I forgot what the question was. I realized that I went on a tangent, but I continued going. But I hope that answers the question. Yaz asked me which mascara I'm using. I use the Maybelline Great Lash Black Noir one. I also have the waterproof one, but I don't like taking forever to take off the mascara, and I also like how black this is. So this is the one that I use. So you're welcome. Someone asked me what my hobbies are. I don't have many hobbies. That sounds really sad to say. I mean, I have things that I can do, but I don't have something that I don't know actually what the definition of hobby is. So I'll tell you like stuff that I do occasionally. I don't know. I used to make string bracelets when I was younger, so I've been doing that a lot recently. I know how to sew and knit. I've been sewing recently. I mean, I do edits. I haven't been doing that as much recently, but I do like video and picture edits. I don't really know how else to explain it. posted a couple on TikTok, I think, and I posted like 1 or 2 on my Instagram, but I think I archived them. I do that. I find that a lot of fun, but I spent a lot of money on the app, so I probably should start using it more. So if you guys have any recommendations for what I should edit, like, leave it in the comments below. I love doing puzzles. That's like, ever since I was little, like, I love doing puzzles. I like stuff that keeps my mind going. Like, my phone right now, I've downloaded so many, like, games and apps since I don't usually have games on my phone. I don't usually have games on my phone because it just, I don't know, I just don't. But now that I'm home and I have nothing to do, I downloaded a bunch of games. The one game I've been playing a lot is the SpongeBob Krusty Krab game, and I now have no more levels, and they say coming soon, but how soon? That's, like, the real question. So if we can, like, get the creators of that app to, like, open up the juice stand, like, sooner, like, that would be great. Let's email them. Please don't. It was a joke. Don't do that. Sorry. If you like the Diner Dash kind of apps, or you like the apps where, I don't really know, like, oh my gosh, have you ever seen the, like, Papa Freezerio, or, like, the other app, like, those kinds of, like, computer games which are also apps? It's like those kind of games. I really like those games. Like Diner Dash, or, like, Wedding Dash, or all those. Wedding Dash was a great game. I'm going on such a tangent. What was the question? Hobbies. Not many. That's the overarching answer, is not many. Binge watching TV and really good at being a lump on a couch, or a bed in this case. The next question is, what's on your bucket list? I don't have a bucket list. I have stuff that I want to do in my life and achieve in my life, but I don't necessarily have, like, a bucket list. I want to have a family. I want to have kids. I want to cliff jump. I want to go to, like, Australia and, like, cliff jump and, like, skydive. That seems so cool. I want to go to New Zealand for some reason. I find that place so beautiful. I want to go to Iceland and see the stuff in the sky. That stuff. Rachel in the future, edit in what I'm talking about. I want to see that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't have anything crazy that I want to do. Just trying to live my life. Hello. The next question is, closest moment you've ever been arrested. Never been arrested. I don't think I've never been close to being arrested. I don't know why I don't think. I know that I've never been close to being arrested. I've never had anything like that. So the answer is never. But I once went to this store. It was called Runway. It closed down because they weren't getting enough sales, and the stuff was honestly really expensive there. And I bought a shirt and a pair of shorts, I think, with my friend. And I go home because I was, like, maybe 14 at the time, so my parents were giving me money, and then they wanted to see what I spent, and then either they would say, okay, we'll pay for it, or then it would come out of my bank account. So that's what we did when I was younger, and they wanted to see the clothes. So I took it out, and I showed them the shirt, and I showed them the shorts, and they say they like it, and then something else falls out of the bag, and it's like this really ugly choker, and I don't even know how to explain it. It was like a choker, but it had like 6 different parts, and I've never seen it before. And I started freaking out because I was like, I didn't know where it came from, and I didn't know how it got in there, and it freaked me out. So if you've ever been to, like, Forever 21 or stuff like that, they always have, or, like, other places, they always have, or, like, TJ Maxx even, they have stuff, or, like, accessories, nail polish, like, headbands, bows, all that stuff, by the cashier for, like, last minute people picking up. And it fell into the bag, and I remember getting so scared. And, yeah, but I've never been close to being arrested or anything. We don't stand illegal shit in this household. Fun fact. So the last question I'm going to do is, have you completed or started working on your life goal? Yeah, I guess. Right now, my closest goal is to graduate from college, go to undergrad, and, like, start my career. So I guess technically I am working on that. I'm actively doing that when I'm in school. And my overall goal is to just, like, be happy and to, like, help others, which is also helping me, like, which is tied in with my career. yeah, pretty much I'm working on bettering myself and others. Obviously, you have to work on yourself first before you can help others, because taking on other people's problems only weighs you down more. Not that it's not a great thing. If you want to help others, that's amazing, and go ahead, because people sometimes need other people to get through stuff. But if if you're not in the right place or not in the right frame of mind, you can help other people, but it will wear at you a lot more, because you're not only working on others, but you're putting aside what you need to work on. So make sure you also work on yourself so you can help other people when you are at your best. Well, I went a little off topic, didn't I? The question was completed or working on your life goal. So yeah, again, like, I want to settle down, I want to have a family, I want to have kids, I want to have a good career. So yeah, I'm on that path of working towards it. So yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all for the comments and for the continuous support after my 2-year hiatus. It honestly means the absolute world to me. Words cannot describe how grateful I am that I have you guys. It's great. I'm really sorry about the really bad camera quality. I'm recording this on my laptop, because if you ever see a video and the quality is great, that's my friend Danielle's camera. So I'm really sorry that if you want any more videos, this is the quality you're gonna get. So if you don't want if you don't want this quality anymore, then you're not gonna get any more YouTube videos, because this is as best I got. I probably could figure out something else, and if I do, I'll figure it out. But yeah, comment down below any other YouTube ideas. Comment down below. Just comment something. As I said throughout this video, I really enjoy the interaction that I can have with you guys. So just comment stuff and I'll reply back. I really just love the community atmosphere and the interactions that I can have with you guys. But yeah, thank you again so much for watching. Yeah, I would say like and subscribe, but I don't post enough. If you want to subscribe, that means a lot, but I don't know how often I'm gonna post once like college starts up again. And if you like it, that will mean a lot to me, but again, you don't have to. Just you watching and commenting means the absolute world to me. Also, if any of you want to follow me on any of my social media, all of that will be down in the description. Again, as you can see from the video, I don't post much. I'm most active on TikTok, so if you want to follow me there, you can. If not, that's completely fine. I hope you all are staying safe, healthy, and positive during this time. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good day, night, afternoon, evening, mid-afternoon snack, whenever you decide to watch this. Thank you, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I love you all. Bye.